I'm Jan Michael Weinberg. This is my wife, Sandy. We've been married 25 years. We've been together 30 years. We met 30 years ago in a luggage store that I had in Stamford, Connecticut, and Sandy came in one day to meet me, from what I found out, and to borrow a piece of luggage. We have a very good relationship. I do travel quite a bit, and I travel to China. And Sandy, my wife, is a very big-hearted person, very generous, tries to help everyone that comes in touch with her, and I'm very much in love with her. And don't want this problem that we have to get in between us.
Hi, my name is Sandy Weinberg, and yes, we've been married for 25 fun-filled years. I did meet Jan over 30 years ago at a luggage store where a lot of my friends worked, and I didn't really need a piece of luggage, but I went there to borrow one so I could go and check them out. I would describe Jan as a very generous, loving person when I first met him. Over the years, he has changed a little bit, just like anybody changes during a relationship. And now he loves to travel to China. He stays away for quite a bit of time. And that's okay for a relationship. It actually makes it all right. But the new character that he has created for himself in China is kind of coming in between us. It's a little embarrassing, and he goes by number one. He likes to give out pictures of himself when he gets home to people. In fact, the picture that I have right here is his portrait that he likes to light up upstairs, and this picture tends to be in almost every one of our friends' houses because the kids get a kick out of it and they hang them up in his room. Not really sure how their parents feel about it, but the kids love number one. Being married for 25 years, we have the normal fights that everybody fights about, whether, you know, taking out the garbage or cleaning up, but I have learned over the years not to pick fights about things that aren't that important. Because we are away from each other, sometimes it's just easier to do it yourself, so I definitely have grown as far as picking fights about little things, but this thing is really embarrassing. His new number one character, he talks about it at parties. The thing that annoys me the most is having to hear him tell his stories over again. If I finally do get out and we do go to a party, his voice is so loud that he'll tell 4 or 5 different people the stories and about his adventures in China, and I have to hear it 4 times. I might as well stay home and listen to him repeat himself and watch his videos. At this point, I've kind of had it with the whole number one theme, and I don't mind him doing it in China, but I just want him to be Jan at home.
When I'm talking to other friends and our couples, she kicks me under the table. Our friends sometimes get involved in our arguments or fights, and the men usually side with me, the women side with her. And that's the way it is.
If we had to pick somebody that should be our marriage ref, I really want to hear what Alec Baldwin has to say about it. My husband said all men take his side. I kind of feel like Alec's going to take my side. As far as Kelly Ripa, she's great too. Then I'd have 2 people on my side to win this fight. No one's gone a day in my shoes. If you had to come home and see 150 of these in a box, I use them now for placemats. I'm thinking of wrapping some of the Christmas presents that we have for people in them.
Tell you, when I am in China, I'm number one, and I get filmed and I get treated with great respect. When I come home, I'm treated like number 2 on the bottom of someone's shoe. An example is we went to Disney World, and I just wanted 1 or 2 pictures taken of me. No one in the family would respond to take a picture of me at all. I'm used to being on film.
We should have put a character, put you in a Mickey Mouse character uniform. You're walking around like we should have been taking your picture. We're on a family vacation and you're making it all about you. We pretended we weren't with you, and I think I spent more time over in Mexico doing shots of tequila, and I don't even drink.
Hey, it's because I didn't have my number 1 suit on, that's why.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we wanted you to wear on our Disney trip. Disney has really asked us not to come back. They want happy families. That was an awful trip, and it was because you were in character.
Yeah.
I don't like when he's in character. I like when he's just himself.
So our biggest argument is this whole number one thing. I leave my picture, paintings that have been done by famous artists in China that are in the Louvre in France, the same types of paintings, and I keep the door locked so the family doesn't forget who number one really is and who's paying for this party. And I just want to be remembered and loved. And
he wants to be more than remembered and loved. He does it to be obnoxious. I can't even open the door to the room to turn the light off. It scares me every time I go up the stairs. Maybe I want to forget that you're gone when you're gone. But I can't, because that's lit up every time I go up the stairs.
Little do they know I have a camera facing the door to see who actually is looking at my picture every night.
Well, then you'll see pictures of me trying to break that door down and figure out your code.
Anyway, I want to keep my picture on the wall and the light on every night when I'm gone so they remember me. And that's our biggest argument.
I want the combination to that door, so I'm able to turn it off if I want to turn it off.
Don't hold your breath. Yeah.
Marriage ref, we need you.
Help, man!